How does Santa get it all done in one night? That was the question we asked over and over again while creating the world of Arthur Christmas. The film's creators have years of experience in stop-motion animation, but we knew we were creating this world digitally and a claymation look wasn't desired. Stop-motion design would serve as an inspiration for this CG world, but we would achieve it through other means. The characters would be charming, but not perfect. The world would feel like ours, but not be too realistic, and the style of animation would emphasize the emotion and sensitivity of the characters. If you mix that look with our modern world, add some advanced North Pole technology and the efforts of hundreds of thousands of elves, and we now know exactly how Santa gets it done in one night.
Mission accomplished!
Arthur Christmas was designed and created to be a tactile world that was familiar to the viewer. To explain how every child in the world gets a present from Santa, a detailed and believable world needed to be created. Scope and scale would be important contributing factors to the global operation of the Claus family. Over 30 unique environments were created. That included 3 cities, a village, the expanse of the North Pole, the Serengeti Plains, and the entire underground North Pole operations. This is where the movie starts in Arthur's office. It is a good example of the attention to detail that our sets demanded. The movie is also, in many ways, a road picture. Having these environments feel unique and give you the impression that you have traveled a large distance in a short amount of time was essential to us. Our environments were created using detailed models and intricate texturing. The village of Treloux, England is a prime example. It was designed, modeled, textured, and ultimately lit to look and feel like a village in Cornwall, England. Ice was one of the visual challenges of the movie. For example, it would be seen in many forms such as ice rink polished, chiseled ice, packed snow, and sometimes wet. The ray tracing qualities of the render would play a significant contribution to this look. The look and feel of the characters was paramount in achieving a style for the film. Imperfection was the order of the day. Asymmetry was used in the character design to make them feel organic. What was to be called a sculpt pass was added to make the surface not quite smooth, but not as detailed as human skin texture. Hair was an integral part of each character's design. Each character's hair is important to the profile of that character and tells you a lot about their personality. Dialing these hair volumes so they match the character's proportions and adding the right amount of dynamics gave us the right results. Cloth too played a significant role. Arthur and Grandsanta have very loose-fitting clothes. This made it important to figure out how the cloth would hang off of them after simulation, which in turn would affect the overall character design. Arthur is a very slight character, but having a sweater that shows his Christmas spirit is more important than finding a sweater that actually fits his body. The cloth team had to find ways to cheat that thickness of the sweater and what was underneath it, while at the same time holding on to the distinctive bell shape of the design. If you have a movie about Santa, of course you need elves. We wanted to design a system that would support the creation of as many as 10,000 elves for any given shot. The foundation of that system would be 3 different male models and 3 female models. From there, our desire was to have a multi-ethnic feel to our crowd of elves. That would be accomplished with skin and hair variations layered onto these base models. Elves were then grouped into their job descriptions, field, wrapping, and operation elves, just to name a few. This was achieved with clothing variations. Within these groupings, you will find a ranking system if you look closely. Additional accessories like glasses or ties could be added, as well as gadgets, all to give the randomness needed for a crowd of this size. Effects also played an important part in bringing us into the scale of the natural world. Clouds were essential to the flying sequences. They were volumetric and often interacted with the characters. Magic dust is the name given to the effect that allows the sleigh to fly. The magic dust trail that follows the sleigh was designed to be iconic in a way that is reminiscent of the simple, traditional imagery of the sleigh, yet has the detail needed when you get close to it. Layered fluid and particle simulations gave us that final look. Motion graphics is the term given to any screen or electronic display. The movie has these throughout, so much so that a team of designers and artists had the sole task of creating these images. You will find motion graphics in Mission Control, the bridge of the S1, the delivery deck of the S1, and on any handheld device. Well, that's how Santa does it and how it all got done.